What's going on, guys? Welcome back. The 13th of December. This month is chugging along here. So we'll take a look at XRP. We'll take a look at Bitcoin. And then we'll take a look over at the stock market, the S&P 500, the US stock market, the SPX. So we had a pretty good shakeup here in the crypto market after a pretty nice rally higher. So we're going to talk about that, share some of my thoughts. Are the markets bullish? Are the markets bearish? Are the markets neutral? And then what's going on over in the stock market? And I think what's happening here in the cryptocurrency markets. So XRP can't get out of its own way. Let's get rid of that watch list there. XRP currently back at 60 cents, 60539 to be exact for this Bitstamp data here. This is a daily chart XRP USD. So we have what I was talking about in the last video, I believe, was a very large cup with handle. So let me draw that out if you are new to the channel or did not see that video. Big cup here. And then we have the handle. And the handle was approaching the entry zone, which would be right here for the cup with handle. That would send the price up much, much higher. Well, we sidestepped a bit and pulled back. So we'll see. This pattern might not play out, but if it does, it should play out in a very nice way for the bulls. XRP, believe it or not, is still in bullish territory. We have not went down enough in price to enter anything bearish, at least in my opinion. And that could change quickly. It almost looks like what they refer to as like the shot over the bow. So we'll have to see how this plays out. There is a lot of baggage above XRP, all in this zone here. So this whole zone here, basically down to the 63 cent area. 67, let's see here, excuse me. 70, give or take 70 cent area is a lot of baggage over the market. And you could see so far the last 2 times and 3 times just recently, the market's gotten up there and gotten pushed back. Eventually it will break higher into that zone, but it looks like right now it's getting pushed back down. Again, you can see the first time that took place was right here in the summer. Market got pushed all the way back down to 43 cents from almost $1. Once again, we tried it right here in November. Markets made it up to like 74 cents, got pushed back down to 57. Just recently, once again, markets got pushed back down. So we'll have to see what happens here, guys. And the stock market had a big breakout the other day, once again, into some new recent price highs, and that actually pushed the cryptocurrency market down. So usually the markets don't trade together. That is the stock market and the cryptocurrency market. Usually one will do one and the other will do the opposite. Sometimes they'll kind of trend together, but I think overall, if money's flowing into the U.S. stock market and the market's rallying, we really won't see Bitcoin rally. Sometimes it does, but not always. And we saw a big breakout the other day for the U.S. stock market, and then we saw cryptocurrency roll over. Thus, you get XRP topping out and rolling over. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, long term, I mean, I'm personally pretty bullish on XRP, but the short term, you know, it's a long road holding something like that. Bitcoin rolled over. We had a pretty nasty day right here. That was a 25.64 day in the red for Bitcoin. We talked about a pullback, though, to 38.601. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. We're obviously at 41,000, so we're not quite there yet. That's down at 38. But looking quite bullish. And I also talked about Markets do not go parabolic. They don't go straight up. They do not go straight down. They can for a short period of time, but then they will pause, consolidate, let the moving averages catch up to the price, and then things will continue, either up or down. So, start to go too parabolic, things get a little sketchy. Let's talk about tops real quick for Bitcoin. So, we've seen Bitcoin do similar moves in the past many, many times than we just saw recently. For example, here is one. Now, this is after a high, a pretty aggressive pullback. But right here, you could see Bitcoin rallying up, and then you get a massive red candle day. Market straight up again, then you get two more massive red candle days. Market consolidates, and then it actually starts to change in trend and break out higher. But ultimately, though, that was right near the top, and it rolled over. Back in here, same thing. You get these nice little trends, and then you get nasty, nasty red candles that erase all of it very fast. Lower high, and then boom, market rolled over. That was the top for a while. So there is a chance that that is in play. Keeping in mind, just like XRP, Bitcoin has a lot of baggage over its head, a lot of resistance above the market right now. So it's going to take a lot for it to get back above that. Right here, this is all holding over Bitcoin's head, just like XRP was. And this is just the initial break back into that zone. So we're seeing a pullback here. It's pretty normal to see something like that. I mean, you're not going to get a market that just rallies right into this and then goes past into all-time highs, in a couple candles. Not on the first attempt. Would be very, very rare. So far, just like XRP, we're not in bearish territory yet, although we could go that way, so keep that in mind. But right now, just a normal pullback, a little blip in the road. We'll have to see if it recovers. If it recovers, that would be normal. If it does not recover and we start to head lower, then we will be entering bearish territory. And then from there, it's a whole change in a way of looking at the market. But for right now, just a bump in the road. So we'll have to see. Again, both these markets, the way I look at the markets, are not in bearish territory yet. They could get there very fast, especially if we see a big rally over in the U.S. stock market into the end of the year, which it's looking like that's going to happen. But that still doesn't mean that these markets will roll over. They could just pause. They could go sideways. They could do a slight trend higher. There's a lot of things that could happen. So that's that for what I think on Bitcoin. And let's see, 41,000. I don't hold Bitcoin, by the way. So, if I did, obviously the markets are still bullish. So I would be holding long. Again, it's not in bearish territory yet. And that the same goes with XRP. Not financial advice, and that's the way I look at the markets. But it could change quick. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at SPX real quick. The S&P 500. So we had another very nice, guys, breakout for the S&P 500 index. And this thing is rallying very strong. We have gaps below the market. It is a thing of concern. They could be breakaway gaps, but for now, it looks like the market could care less about those gaps. So we'll have to see if that continues or not. Gap, 2, and then 3 gaps, but we're getting a very nice breakout. When we got up to this high here on this consolidation, we had a little bit of a struggle right here. We had some resistance. Then the markets continued on. So just like we're getting to those levels right now in Bitcoin and XRP, although they are much larger and they are hanging above the market, at some point, the market will move higher. Look at this right here. So we have this big consolidation here, all of this right here. Let me circle it. Let's see here. So we'll circle this for you, right? Think of this as an iceberg, and the blue line here being the water level. We got part of the iceberg above the market, but as you know, There is much more below the market, below the sea level, we'll say, with icebergs. When this market started to rally back above sea level, it got a little bit right here, and then it got pushed back down for a while, guys. That was from July all the way to October before this market started to rally. When it reached back into this resistance zone, all this overhead supply, it needed to take a break. Fast forward to October, to where we're at now, which is the 13th of December. We have the market finally getting back into this zone, breaking this high. So this might be the time we see this market actually start to make new highs. Something to think about. It's the way I look at the market. We also have a very, very large, let me see if I can clean this screen up. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us here. We'll be back with much more videos. I do have Casper videos on my radar, etc. This does have a look like a very large rounding bottom pattern as well. Now, I don't have any upper targets for this market, but we have a very nice structured bottom here. I mean, this could be forming a cup with handle, and therefore the breakout zone would have taken place basically yesterday. It's very interesting. It's very, very large. I mean, this goes back to 2021. So we'll see what happens here. These markets could be ready for a unbelievable rally. But we play it day by day. So things can change quick, just like over in the crypto market. Right now, we're not in bearish territory, but we could be in there by this afternoon. Things could flip over here in the stock market. Stock market could get crushed for whatever reason. Maybe get down to fill this gap, and crypto markets rally. You know, things change quick. You got to be nimble if you're going to be a trader. If you're a long-term investor, then it's just a lot of noise. So, and both can work out very well. So we're long the S&P futures, the micro futures. We're long the NASDAQ micro futures. We are not long Bitcoin. We are long XRP. And that's a couple positions there. So guys, not financial advice. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. It's not easy if you're trying to trade these markets, but of course you can learn it over time. And this is just all my opinion here, guys, not financial advice. Link down in the video descriptions. If you can use them, appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything. Affiliate links does help support the channel. Also have a link to my other YouTube channel where I do some woodworking, and I have some skateboard videos on there as well. Check those out, guys. Link down below. All right, take care.